Good evening, everyone. How all of you doing? Mid of the week, Wednesday. Happy evening to all of you. Okay, so I believe you have reached to 50% of your progress what you planned for this week. Okay, so already we are at the middle of the week, and I believe you have completed the 50% achieved the 50% progress on your work. Now this is a time for you to some of you might be leaving the office right now to reaching to home, or maybe some of you might be staying back in the office for some more time so that the thing could you are ensuring that things are in the right direction and the deliverables are happening properly. So I just want your 10 to 15 minutes right now to listen me this, because today's topic again I'm going to go more detail into your day-to-day stuff as a project leader, project manager. So those who are very very new to me, I would like to quickly introduce myself. I'm Tushar Chaudhary. I'm a leadership coach for project managers, and I help mid-career project managers who having more than 10, 15, or 20 plus years of experience and who are stuck right now in their career. They're doing everything right, you doing everything right, you are your performance is also superb, and you having enough experience, you call yourself as a subject matter expert into that domain where you're working right now. But then when the situation comes for you to look at move to the next leadership role, you feel invisible, you are not been considered for those roles, and when you go for promotion discussions, you get same answer every year, that keep doing the great work. And I know we still don't have much opportunity for available right now for you to go to the next level, but at the same time some people are actually going to the next level, and some of your colleagues are moving to the leadership level, and that really hurts, right? So that's where I helping all of you, the mid-career project managers who really doing great work, hard work, and you really have that capability, you have that intention to serve people as a leader. Okay, so that's where I help you to build your influence in the organization. Okay, so that's about me. And now today's topic. So this is the authority series number 4, and my focus of this series is to discuss some project war topics. There are some situations we have to experience in the projects, where there is a conflict happen, there is tension happens, and what are the lessons we should learn from these situations, and what you can implement straight away in your day-to-day job. That's the series I'm running, authority series number 4. Okay, so before I go into the topic today, I just want to quickly check with you. Have you ever been in a project where everyone knew the project was getting delayed, but nobody wanted to say it openly? Have you gone through this situation? Have you experienced this situation? Type yes in the comment section. Okay. So people keep giving optimistic updates, right? I mean, you might have heard, you might have seen your team members, when you ask them, check them the status of the work, they keep giving you some optimistic answers or updates. Yeah, yeah, it's almost done, Tushar. Yeah, there is just small issue we are working on, and once we fix that one, everything will be fine. Yeah, next week it will be closed, Tushar. Don't worry about that. This is what actually I keep hearing from, used to keep hearing from my team members. Okay. But deep inside, everyone knows that the project is already sleeping somewhere. And today I want to talk about, the delay nobody wanted to admit. Because, this situation happens in almost every project. And the way project manager handle this moment decides whether they remain a task or become a leader. Okay, so that's what actually the topic I want to cover today. So I want to go first the reality of these hidden delays. See, in many organizations, delays are not hidden because people are dishonest. Okay, that's not the reason. There are hidden reasons because people are afraid of consequences. Okay, delays are hidden because the people are afraid of consequences. And now, afraid of what? Afraid of escalation, afraid of blame, afraid of damaging their reputation. I want you to read this book. The book name is The Fearless Organization, and I I got a very powerful insight from this book. And the book author is Amy Edmondson. Now, Amy talks about psychological safety in teams. Now, she explains something very important in this book is, see, when people feel unsafe, they hide mistakes. And when people feel safe, they reveal their problems early of the project. You don't have to wait for it. People will automatically, they often they will tell you the problem. So many project delays becomes disasters not because of the technical issues, but because people were afraid to speak about it. People were afraid to speak early. Okay, so this is a check for you guys. What exactly the environment we have created at the workplace? Okay, I'll tell you one real workplace example from my project case studies. We were working on one of the major project milestone, and on paper everything looked fine. Weekly reports were saying progress is on track. But during one internal review, I noticed something strange. The engineering team looked uncomfortable. So I asked a very simple question to them: is there any risk we are not discussing here? There was a silence in the room. And finally, one engineer said quietly, Tushar, if we are honest, we may miss the deadline. That was the moment. The delay had already started, but nobody wanted to admit it. Instead of blaming anyone, what I did, we opened the discussion, we analyzed the issue, we adjusted the plan, and we communicated honestly with stakeholders. The project still faced a delay. We couldn't avoid that one. Okay? Project still faced a delay, but because we acknowledged it early, the impact was controlled. And also the frustrations and the pain, the emotions of our stakeholders also been controlled. That day I realized something powerful, that leadership is not about you avoiding the bad news. No, leadership is about you transparently, openly telling it to the people and surfacing the reality as early as possible. So, but the question is, why the team members, why the project teams hide the problems? Okay, to understand this question in depth, I would like you to read one more fantastic book, and the book name is The Five Dysfunctions of a Team. And the author is Patrick Lencioni. Now, Patrick explained that one of the biggest problem in teams is fear of conflict. Okay. See, when teams avoid uncomfortable conversations, real problems stay hidden. Progress becomes artificial. And the delay explodes. I mean, sudden expansion of scope or delay explodes suddenly. So teams that avoid conflict today, they face bigger conflict tomorrow. Is that a bulb on moment for you? Great project leaders create space. They create space where problems can be discussed openly. So again, this is a check for you. What is the environment we have created as a project leader in our workplace, in our projects? Okay, I like to give you one more leadership insight on this one. I read one more book, and that influenced my thinking. The book name is Crucial Conversations. Now, this book explains something powerful. See, when stakes are high and emotions are strong, most people either avoid the conversations or attack. But leaders do something different. They keep the conversation honest and respectful, transparent, basically. So the difficult conversations delayed become project disasters later. Is it a bulb moment for you? Yeah. So now the question is, how can we avoid this to happen? What is exactly we need to work on ourselves to avoid this one. So now, to make your life easy, again I'm going to share with you uh, three shifts, the practical shifts for you to implement on day-to-day life. And If you really want to handle project delays like a leader, start with these three shifts. Okay, shift number one, I want you to move from that optimistic reporting to honest visibility. We talked about it, and some of us really, to avoid, we have that afraid of consequences issue. We have that mindset. We try to report some optimism every time as in our updates. So many project managers try to protect their image, their image, also the project image. But leaders share early warning signals straight away. So visibility prevents bigger crisis later. That's a shift number one I wanted to implement. Move from that optimistic reporting to honest visibility. Now the shift number two, I want you to move from that mindset of blaming and gaming culture to going to solve the problem solving culture. See, when delays appear, don't ask who caused who is responsible for this, who caused this one. Ask, how do we solve this together? Blame shuts people down, but problem solving opens their mind, opens the conversation. That's a shift number two. And the shift number three is, again, I this is going to be change, working on your identity, okay? Your internal things which you need to really work on. You have that fears, delay fear. I want you to move from that delay fear approach or mindset to leadership courage mindset. Okay, so see, again, there's a need for courage in a leadership. Sometimes the most powerful thing a project leader can say is, we have a problem, let's fix it together. So this honesty builds the trust, and trust keeps the projects alive. Do you agree with me? That's a shift number three. So please listen this podcast or this live talk once again and implement these three shifts which I just shared with you. Okay. Now we come to the close of this live talk, and again I would like to close this with some powerful thought that every project will face delays. That's inevitable. At some point, you have to face the project delays. That is normal thing. But the real danger is not a delay. The real danger is you denying this it's a delay. See, when team hides problem, projects collapse suddenly. But when leaders surface the reality early as solutions appear, right? People participate, contribute. Now, whatever I shared this with you today, if this really resonating with you, I want you to comment delay in the comment section. And in case you are a project manager who actually struggling with dealing with project delays, I would highly recommend you to enroll or go through my 7-day project leadership mastery webinar, because there I'm going to share with you 7 project situations, and one of the situation is dealing with project delays. And there I'm going to teach you a 4-step framework to implement the foundational do's and don'ts, which will help you to win the support and collaboration and contribution from your stakeholders when there is a delay happening. Okay, so the link in the comment section, there's a webinar happening on Sunday at 10 a.m. and I want you to be there. And that's focusing about project leadership mastery. And one of the topic I'm going to discuss is the project delays. So I would like to see you there. And yeah, you can join my community influential leader hub, where 500 plus professionals are contributing with each other, collaborating with each other. Okay, so we are learning from each other. I want you to be part of that community. So the link is again in the comment section, or you can have a one-to-one with me also in case you want to discuss your current project situation. Okay, so go to my LinkedIn profile and book an appointment with me, or also there's a link, comments in the link is in the comment section for you to book a one-to-one with me. Okay, so now I'm signing off now for today, and tomorrow I'm going to come again with one more project war situation, and how we're going to learn the lesson from that situation so that you can implement in your day-to-day job. Okay, so until that moment, implement what we have learned today. and ask me questions, check your doubts, have one-to-one with me, attend my webinar on Sunday at 10 a.m. Be a part of my community, Influential Leader Hub. So all the links are in comment section. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourself and God bless you. Bye bye.